going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. We got a really cool video for you guys today. We're doing an unboxing of a brand new Jordan 1 mid while doing a comparison to an unreleased version of a Jordan 1 high. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, before we get into the shoes, I do want to show you guys something kind of interesting, which is the new QR tags here, the new QR size tags on the Jordan 1 mids. Now, if you guys see there, all of these new Jordan tags that are coming out in 2019 and beyond will include this QR code here. If you guys remember, I talked a little bit about the QR code in a previous video, talking about how I scanned one of the codes and actually a whole website showed up that you couldn't really click anything on it, but it seemed like there was some apparel that might come later on. So I'm interested to see if the QR codes are just for supply chain purposes tracking the shoes, or if they're really going to have some unlockable content on those QR codes as well. So stay tuned and hopefully more to come on that. Outside of that, everything else is just a regular Jordan 1 mid box, nothing really special about it. Let's take a look at the shoe. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 1 mid yellow toe. Now, if you guys remember, we talked about the Air Jordan 1 yellow toe a little bit in a previous video when I showed you guys an unreleased version of the Air Jordan 1 yellow toe OG in the high version. A lot of you guys told me that the sneaker was fake, and well, like I said in the previous video, we'll just wait to see what happens with that. But in the meantime, Jordan Brand did end up releasing in pretty limited quantities in some stores here and there, a mid version of the same type of color blocking. So let's take a look at the shoe, take a look at the materials, and then we'll get into the comparison. Starting with the upper of the shoe here, of course, you got the Air Jordan 1 mid silhouette here. Some people love it, some people hate it. Personally, it's the summertime. I'm a fan of the Jordan 1 mid. Now, the really cool thing that you notice about this is that there's a whole lot of nubuck going on this sneaker here. Let's start with the quarter panels of the shoe and then we'll work our way around. Now, starting in the quarter panels here, you get this nice white leather here. It's a really stiff leather. It's kind of a grain leather, but honestly, it's a little cheaper material, but it's a Jordan 1 mid. It's a $120 sneaker. What more do you expect? Luckily, we don't get that same type of leather all around the sneaker, so that's good news. Now, from there, let's take a look at the swoosh here. We got the black swoosh here, all in that nubuck material here. Now, again, very smooth to the touch, feels really nice here, but again, you got to be really careful with nubuck because it's not a premium material, which means it can get messed up or destroyed pretty easily. Moving down to the toe box of the shoe here, you get a yellow nubuck material. Again, same smoothness, exact same nubuck as the black, just in yellow. Now again, that black nubuck wraps around the toe box of the sneaker, up the eyelets of the sneaker, and around the back collar of the sneaker as well. On the lateral side of the sneaker, you get this black wings logo, but it's embossed in there pretty hard. It actually feels like a hard plastic almost when you push on it. It doesn't really feel like the other wings logos that you get on other versions of the Air Jordan 1, but you know, it does its job. Now that black wings logo is against that yellow nubuck wrapping around the collar of the shoe as well. On the heel of the shoe, nothing really there, but again, you see the yellow nubuck wrapping around the heel cup of the shoe as well. On the tongue of the shoe here, you get a black nubuck tongue with that Jordan 1 mid tag here with the yellow Jumpman and the yellow Air underneath. Now you get a pure white midsole on this with a yellow outsole. Yellow outsole is a really bright yellow outsole. It's almost a different shade as the yellow nubuck on the upper of the shoe. I'm not quite sure. I might be a little bit colorblind. You guys tell me down in the comments, is the yellow on the outsole a different shade as the yellow on the upper of the shoe? I'm not quite sure. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 mid yellow toe. Now, again, all around social media, people seem to be really disappointed when it came out that Jordan Brand was releasing these instead of the high version. Just because these got released in the mid doesn't necessarily mean that the highs are not coming out. We've seen many times a high, a mid, or a low all in a very familiar color scheme. Matter of fact, we just saw that we're getting some gold toe Air Jordan 1 lows in the same patent leather as the high tops very soon. That being said, now I want to do a quick comparison between the mid yellow toe and the high yellow toe. Yes, I know the sneaker that all you guys called fake is back, but you know what? Retail purchase version of the Jordan 1 versus another purchase version of the Jordan 1. Let's do a comparison and see how the two match up. Now, for comparison's sake, I'm gonna use the right version of both the sneakers so that all of the indentations and the designs all face the same way, mainly on the outsole. Starting with the lateral side of the shoe. Now again, this is the lateral side on the mid, and this is the lateral side on the high. Which one do you guys prefer? The mid or the High? Now again, I prefer the High because the High is going to give you this really nice premium leather, really nice premium tumbled yellow leather as well, and the nicer grain leather on the black all around the shoe as well. Now, moving to the upper of the shoe on the toe box here, again, this is the yellow toe box with the nubuck, and this is the yellow toe box with the tumbled leather of the High. Which one do you guys prefer? Now, what you'll also notice is that these are actually two different shades of yellow as well. The Highs feature a more goldish yellow, the mids feature a more pale yellow. As far as the outsole of the sneakers, again, outsole is exactly the same. It's just that the shades match the uppers on their respective shoe. Which one do you guys prefer? Now, moving around to the medial side of the shoe, again, you get the same kind of grain leather in the mid. As the lateral side, you get that same tumbled leather on the Highs. Do you guys prefer the grain leather or do you guys prefer the tumbled leather? Let me know down in the comments. Sound off. Moving around to the backs of the shoes here, again, same thing, nothing really to see here, but you guys can, again, just let me know which one you prefer, which shade of yellow you prefer. The goldish yellow of the High or the pale yellow of the mid. Not gonna lie, I even prefer the Jordan 1 High OG tongue against the Jordan 1 mid tongue. It's something about that Nike Air OG labeling. I don't know, it just does it for me. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the comparison between the yellow toe High and the yellow toe mid. Now again, whichever one you prefer, totally up to you. Me personally, I'm a Highs kind of a guy. I think that this shoe is gonna have a lot more personality to it the more that I wear it, the more that I beat it down. I don't know what it is about that nice premium tumbled leather, but it just feels like the more you wear it, the more character the sneaker tends to have, the more comfortable it gets. But when you wear the nubuck sneakers, unfortunately, they tend to become a little less comfortable and they tend to break down and look unattractive a little bit more easily. Now, that's not to say that this is not a good looking shoe, because by all means, this is a very good looking shoe. I just wonder for the long haul, which one I would rather have after it's been beat down. Am I gonna be looking for another pair of mids as soon as these get beat down? Because I know I could probably beat these down and I would continue wearing them. Now again, do I have any more information about the High version of the yellow toe and when it's coming out? No, unfortunately, I don't have any more information about when or where or how the high top version of the yellow toe is supposed to come out. Now, if you guys feel like the sneaker's fake, I'm sure you'll say that in the comments. But personally, I think we can do some legit checks on these and I'm pretty sure they'd pass them. But enough of me going on and on about these two shoes. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments and let me know which one you prefer, the high top version or the mid top version. Tell me why or why not. Are you looking to cop the mid top version? I think you'll be able to find these at certain small boutiques and stores. I don't think it's available in any big stores yet. I actually got this sneaker from Lapstone and Hammer, so shout out to Lapstone and Hammer. They actually had these on the website kind of sitting there, but the smaller sizes seem to be going pretty quickly, so hopefully you can get your hands on a pair of them. But even if you can't, I don't think they're going for too much higher than retail on StockX and GOAT right now. So if you really want to get your hands on a pair, hey, you can always go that route too. Of course, while you're down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat like these, because I guarantee you, I got a lot more heat on the way. Not only do I have a lot more heat on the way, but we're also fast approaching 5,000 subscribers, and I got a giveaway on the way as soon as we hit 5,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for following me and rocking with me through all of these sneakers and unboxings and hear me drone on and on and on about these shoes. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at both of these with me, unboxing them with me. I go by the name of Wchi. This is the Air Jordan 1 high top yellow toe. This is the Air Jordan 1 mid yellow toe. And until next time, I'm out.